So I'm sitting down to record this maybe 10 minutes after the developers have posted in the official Discord saying, yes, they are aware of the balance problems, yes, they're aware of the bugs, and they're working hard to fix them. I guess it was probably a bit unrealistic to expect a balance patch within a week of the launch, regardless of how broken things are, but hopefully it's not too far off. Now the pet I want to focus on today doesn't seem to be particularly broken or bugged or anything like that. It is a little bit odd. That is the Leviathan, and I'll show its ability on screen in a second. So there it is. I love the graphic, but it says end turn summon 4 10-10 fishes. I think I would rather say 10-10 fish, but I get the idea. So basically you play it by itself, and then the rest of the team gets filled in with 4 level 1 fish. And the higher your level on the Leviathan, the more stats there are on each fish. So it's kind of unique. There's not really anything else I can think of in the game quite like it. The first thing I probably thought of is that you would play this with a buy-sell team. And so you wouldn't necessarily leave all 4 slots open, but the empty slots in the team would get filled with fish, good sized units, and then next turn you can just sell them for more gold. But ultimately, I don't think it's particularly good with that. Some of the pets you want to use with the buy-sell, like owl, like macaque, they really require you to have an extra space on your team, llama as well. And so the Leviathan filling in the whole squad at end of turn doesn't really make any sense at all. So the other thing I was thinking of was jellyfish, and I don't think I have it in this pack. But if you get 3 level 1 fish, then you can combine them together to trigger a level up. And that would mean that every turn the jellyfish would be scaling. The problem is the amount of scaling you get from that is so minimal. It's not really worth it at all. So ultimately the idea I settled on was Leviathan Seagull 2 squad. So if we give the Seagull something good, then the Leviathan will spawn the fish at the end of turn, and then the Seagull, depending on its level, will give perks out to the fish. Because otherwise they're just lumps of stats, and you're probably not going to win with just stats, especially in the current state of custom packs. So here I get a really good start with loads of spiders, and we get Fig. I think Fig is a pretty good early take on Seagull to maximize the pets that you're bringing into the team. So our 2-2 Stoat actually does something here, and we scrape a draw. Probably the pack wasn't set up for Spider particularly well, but look at this shop. Another 2 Stoats, while I have one in the team already, and 1 frozen. So I take the level up on the Stoat here, and I'm just going to sell it and probably either take the stonefish or the turkey. Okay, I'm just going to sell the other Stoat as well. Okay, we get lobster. Maybe I should have gone for lobster plus turkey there, but I guess setting up for the level up on turn 9 is probably more important because I need to find the Leviathan and level it as soon as possible. A lot of teams playing Cyclops, a lot of teams playing Anubis, but we're going to win anyway. That team was a little bit strange. But any win in the current state of the game is a big result, I think. So yeah, just looking for a level up here. We do find the Seagull, so I'll keep that frozen and maybe just buy a Fig just for this turn in case it manages to get us a win or a draw. Probably going to lose here. You can see a lot of teams are also playing Lucky Cat. Definitely way too strong as a tier 2. But actually we scrape a 1 HP win, which is nice to see. So level up the Seagull and we get Leviathan immediately. So yeah, Spider can go. I do generally like to pill Spider rather than selling it, but I'd rather use the pill on the blobfish here. So we'll get the level 2. And probably, you can create quite a strong team for turn 9 if you get an early level 2 Leviathan, like I do here. But the power level on the team is just going to fall off so quickly. because the fish have no battle ability. And it's really all down to which perk the seagull provides. Now you can see here I'm rearranging the team. And the reason for that is that I'd had some previous runs where it wasn't clear which direction the fish were going to spawn in. And as you'll see, I think in subsequent rounds, it actually doesn't seem to matter where I place the Leviathan. The fish seem to end up spawning randomly. But there you go, we combine the fish together, we get another level up, which means that we can, get the Leviathan to level 3 very quickly, because that's really the only thing we've got going for us at the moment. Fig is rapidly going to run out of value. And I think here, probably I'm going to take the eggplant. Previous runs, I was taking pancakes or melon, and pancakes by itself, if you don't have something else to accentuate the value of the pancakes like panther or turtle or something, it's just not good enough. Now, this team doesn't look particularly strong, although we are only on turn 10, so having these large 20 units is doing us a lot of good at the moment, but in a couple of turns' time, it's going to be pretty worthless. So we'll take another level up, and we can sell the fish, and then we can get one step closer to level 3. I don't want to use the oyster here. Unfortunately, having the pack set up for buy-selling probably wasn't the best thing to do. Really should just have as many good perks and food items as possible, because if we buy-sell anything, we're just going to waste the triggers on the seagull, and we really want those 2 eggplants. So you can see there, this time the Leviathan goes to the front. We move everything around with the eggplant, and although the scorpion takes out one of the fish, we are going to win. So there is pancakes, so maybe I was considering here replacing them, but I think there's plenty reason to run eggplant in the current version of the game. In customs, there's just so many teams that are extremely strong if they're in the correct order. And so I felt like, having experimented with a variety of different perks, it does make sense to just go with eggplant. Now, Leviathan does have Fig at the moment, and I could have put another eggplant on it, but the problem is, because I don't know whether or not it's going to be at the front, the eggplant could end up doing absolutely nothing. So although Fig is doing very little at this stage, it might kill, a scorpion or something that a player has brought in speculatively just to try and force a win on that turn. So 8 trophies now. We are getting +1/1 from each level up, which is kind of funny. Now here, I freeze the triple angler because of all the tokens and stuff that are floating around customs at the moment. I just thought it would be fun to angle one of them if that happened. I would be willing to waste the seagull triggers in that situation. It's kind of strange that I've gone this far and I don't have any more levels on the seagull. I guess I just haven't seen any chocolate, or maybe I've rolled past them. But again, the Leviathan ends up at the front, but now we've upgraded to melon. And unfortunately here the snake gets pushed forward twice. So the eggplant didn't quite work out there. But the fish has exactly the right attack to instant kill. And we get the win. So now we're on 9. We'll take another level up for another tiny amount of stats onto the seagull and Leviathan. Okay, there's a chocolate finally. And yeah, but we're not going to be able to get the seagull to level 3 yet. So which way do you think it's going to go, left or right? Well, it goes right this time. So the Leviathan gets pushed back with the melon. But look at this, it's a Chimera Mana Hound team and the absolute perfect opponent. And the Chimera summons the base stats, Fake Lion and Fake Goat. And although they get the 33 damage mana snipe, it's a free win. So Leviathan seems like a very interesting addition to the game, although maybe there's not all that much you can do with it. I think they probably could do with adding an ability that benefits from pets flying off the screen, because then you could just play it in a 5 squad and it would actually do something. But here are some of the fails, one up Nessie, and what are you going to do? There's not really anything you can do there. And then this one, someone's got the Rabbit Monty, which does double damage regardless. Super broken unit, and we lose there. But this one I thought was really funny against Cheese Master. The low stats Rhino with the golden egg, and of course the damage on the fish is double versus Rhino. So I got completely wiped.